guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. Today I'm going to be filming a get to know me video. So if you are new, hopefully this helps. And you guys asked some questions over on Instagram, so I'm going to be answering them today. If you are new, I would love so much to have you as a subscriber, so please hit that red subscribe button down below. I post motherhood, lifestyle content. I am a military wife, so I have a little bit of military content. My husband is in the Army. We're currently stationed in Colorado Springs. And we have two little girls, Skylar and Scarlett, a 2-year-old and a 3-month-old daughter. If you enjoy that type of content, please hit the red subscribe button. Also follow me over on Instagram. But I'm gonna go ahead and get on into these questions because we have quite a few. The first one, I'm gonna start with more of the general questions you guys asked. What was your first car? It was a very, very nice Honda Accord. I think it was like a 1997, and my parents got it for free and we fixed it up, and that was my first car. How did you and Tyler meet? We met on a church outing. I was 14 years old. Tyler was 15, and we met for the first time, and we didn't start dating until about 8 months later, and we got to spend almost all summer together. The summer that we started dating, we went to church camp together, and we spent that whole summer together, and then he told me he loved me that summer. If you guys want to know more about our story together, I do have a video for that. It's kind of old, but all the details are there. So if you guys are curious on how we met and more into detail about that. Do you want more babies? Yes. What's your favorite thing about being a mom of two? Oh my goodness. Being a mom with 2 girls is literally the sweetest thing. All my girl moms told me this. They were like, once you see them together, your heart is going to burst, and they were not lying. They do these things, and I'm like mainly Skylar, because Scarlett, you know, she's only 3 months old, so well, almost 3 months old, so she doesn't really have a say-so in the matter. But Skylar loves her so much, and just seeing them together, that's my favorite thing. It'll pull at your heartstrings for sure. When you're not momming, what's your fave me time activity? YouTube, honestly. I love filming, editing. A lot of people don't like editing YouTube videos, but I love it because it's very therapeutic to me. I love seeing all the footage that I film throughout the day come together. So that is a really big hobby of mine. If I'm having some real me time, away from the phone and everything, I like to take baths. Do you want more kids, and will you stick with the name starting with S? So yes, we do want more kids. Probably in about 2 years we want another one. And do you plan with sticking with the name S? So no, probably not. We don't really we're not that type of people where we have to have our names all matching and all A's or all S's, whatever it is. We're not really like that. So I think that if there is a boy or a girl name that we love that starts with the name S, then yeah, we might do that. But as of right now, there's not a name that starts with an S for a boy or a girl that I really can think of naming our next kid, so probably not. Favorite color? I used to say my favorite color was a green, an olive green, but I think that's because it's my favorite color to wear. I love army green. It just matches my skin tone, goes with my hair, so I love wearing that color, but it's not really my favorite color. You know what I mean? I don't have that in my house anywhere. So I would probably have to say blush pink. I have a lot of blush pink and I gravitate towards that, so probably blush pink. Where would you like to settle down once Tyler is done with the military? So big announcement. We are actually going to be buying a house once we get to Campbell. So that's where we're getting stationed at. I know I've told you guys this in a previous vlog that we're going to be getting stationed there, but we're actually buying a house. Big announcement. And if we love it there, then we would like to stay there. It's not far at all, about 7 hours from family. And if you're not familiar then with that base, Campbell, it is Tennessee / Kentucky. So that area, we would really like to settle down there. But if not, if we don't like it once we get there and we have our house for a while, for 3 years, then we would like to go back to North Carolina where our family's at. So either one of those, and honestly, who really knows, because we have a little bit less than 15 years left in the military if Tyler goes all the way and retires. So we'll see. Did you have a job before you had kids? Do you wish you had one now? So I did have a job. If you didn't know, I'm actually a licensed cosmetologist. So I keep my license up to date and everything like that. And I would love, like once the girls are grown and everything, I would love to go back into the salon. I don't know. I love doing hair, but I don't know if that's something that I want to pursue. My favorite thing to do was like bridal makeup and getting the bride ready and the bridal party. That's like my favorite thing. Do I wish I had one now? I do, actually. So YouTube is my job. Being a mom is a job, and I put a lot of work into both of them with brand deals and filming and everything like that. So if you didn't know, I am a paid YouTuber, so this is my job at home. When you're having a rough day, what helps you get through it? My husband. Literally, he is the sweetest, most caring man ever, and I could honestly cry because he is just so sweet to me and just treats me so well. And whenever I'm having a bad day, the only person I really want to talk to is him. Are you wanting a third? Yes. How do you deal with time alone? So I assume you're talking like about military, and it's so hard. Just stay busy. The girls keep me so busy. The only time I really get sad is at night when it's just me and I'm like, I wish my husband was here. But I deal with it by just keeping myself busy and planning my days and not staying at home like all day long when he's gone. Just try to go and do things and keep myself busy. Did you go to college/university? I did not go to university. I went to a community college, and that's when I got my cosmetology license. And I'm only 2 classes away from my associate's degree. I just never finished it. If you guys didn't know this, another little question or another little statement, because I don't think anybody asked, but I was homeschooled. So I was able to start cosmetology when I was still in high school. So I only had like 2, like math and English, that I had to do at home. So I would do that, and then I was able to go to college. I went from 8 to 3 when I was 16 years old and got my cosmetology license when I was 17. So that is crazy, but yes, that's what I did. So I went to community college. Has Tyler done any deployments? If so, how do you manage being away from him? So he has done a deployment. And kind of what I just said, I just try to stay busy. The girls keep me really busy and talking to family. If he's on a deployment, then most of the time you'll get to talk to him. There'll be times when like he can't talk and stuff, and I would just write down a lot of things like I wanted to tell him, so that way when he did call, I was able to tell him that stuff. And just keeping myself busy and trying to have a life outside of him and like have my own things, have my own hobbies and things like that. That really helps. What do you like most and least about being a military family? So I definitely, the least thing is time away from my husband and him having to leave me so much. And then what I like most about it is the stability, a steady income that we have. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it definitely is super scary. If you think, like if we ever think about getting out, we automatically are like, no, we have to stay in, because the stability is just amazing. And they do take really good care of us. So that's definitely what I like most about the military. How was the transition from 1 to 2 kids? Do you feel like you were more confident this time? So I don't know if Scarlett is an easier baby, but the transition was so much better. Like becoming a mom with a Skylar, I feel like there was so many things I didn't know, and like swaddling, like I didn't know that was such a big deal. Like we swaddle Scarlett every night. She sleeps so good, and I swaddled Skylar, but like I wasn't very consistent about it. Scarlett also takes a passy, which has been really nice. Skylar never would take a passy. Breastfeeding has gone a lot better with Scarlett. We just are in like a better routine with her, and I think that's because I was more educated. I knew what I needed to do. So the transition from going from 0 to 1 was way harder than going from 1 to 2. I've been getting asked that a lot, so I figured I would kind of answer that. So that's how the transition went from 1 to 2. It's been not a breeze, but it's definitely been a lot easier than 0 to 1. Oh, and then the next question was hardest thing about going from 1 to 2 is trying to manage my time between both of them. So having a newborn is all your time goes into them, and then having time with my toddler. That is very hard. My tips for that is try to have one-on-one time with her. I pumped milk, also had like my letdown that I would catch with the Haka, and that way I could give her either a bottle or have Tyler feed her, so that way I could spend time with Skylar. We do things like going through the drive-thru at Starbucks, and me and her getting a cake pop and a drink, taking her to Target. We'll go shopping for a little bit, taking her to the park by myself, just me and her. Sometimes she'll get in the shower with me and just like have some one-on-one time with her, and giving her her bath, just me and her. So I definitely think the transition from 1 to 2, the hardest part was just like not being able to manage my time with them, and I've definitely worked on that a lot, and I'm trying to continue to work on it where I'm spending time with both of them separately. Will you guys be PCSing anytime soon? Dream PCS station. So if you didn't know, we are PCSing to Campbell. Kind of already talked about this, and I did like an announcement on it that we're PCSing there in our dream PCS station. I don't really have one. I kind of go wherever. Like, I'm not very picky. I don't want to be too far from family. I say that and I'm like, we're 24 hours away from family, but honestly I don't want to be like in Hawaii or Alaska or anything like that. That just doesn't sound ideal to me, like being that far away, like in almost a different country. So I don't really have a dream duty station. Do you do your nails, and what does your husband do in the military? So 2 questions. My nails, I actually have been doing them myself. I want to say myself, but it's kind of myself. I've been doing the Kiss. I'll have them linked down below. They are amazing. I was spending like $50 to get my nails done, which is ridiculous. Stuff like that is really expensive here. So I was spending like $50 to get my nails done and like $75 to get my nails and toes done, which is crazy. And so I was like, what can I do? Like, these nails, like painting them, it doesn't last. When I buy certain nails, it wasn't lasting. So I tried these out. These are the Kiss, I can't remember the name, but I'll have them linked down below. And they're clear. And so I just put them on and then I paint them myself. And I really, really, really like them a lot. I've had these on for like 2.5 weeks. If you guys remember in my vlog, I bought these when me and Skylar had like our day out, and I've had them on ever since. I mean, one will pop off occasionally, but I'll just glue it back on there. When you had a miscarriage, did you have a DNC? Oh, I forgot to answer the, and what does he do in the military? He is a combat engineer in the Army. When you had a miscarriage, did you have a DNC done? I did not. That is how I knew I was miscarriaging or having a miscarriage, because my body started going through everything on its own. And I was spotting, this is like a little TMI if you want to skip through this if you're not comfortable, but I was having spotting, and for like a day, and then I was like, it's fine, like I'm not gonna worry, like people have this in early pregnancy. And I was around the 8-week mark, and I had a lot heavier bleeding, and that's when I was like, something is not right. And so we went to the hospital, and it was a very hard experience, and I have really struggled with sharing every little detail, but I know a lot of you have wanted to know more about this and how we conceived after our miscarriage. So if you want to see a video like that, let me know in the comments below, like my miscarriage and then our trying to conceive journey after a miscarriage. Let me know and I will film that. It's just been a hard process or a hard thing to just get through. And I think that, I don't want to say like I'm over it, but it's definitely gotten a lot easier, and I'm learning to deal with it a lot better and handle my emotions. So if you guys want me to film that, let me know. Do you ever feel getting married was the wrong decision? Absolutely not. I love having my family young and knowing that when I am older, I don't know, I don't want to say what is older because some older people may watch my channel and I don't want to say like an age and then be offended, but older, when my kids are grown, I would love to just have me and Tyler time, like me and my husband. So I do not regret it at all. I know a lot of people do it differently, like they want time for their husband in the beginning, but me and Tyler both agreed that we wanted kids early so we can be young with them and kind of grow with our kids, because he has a very young mom and they're like really good friends, and me and her are very good friends too. You're probably watching this, Jenny. And so like I want that with my kids too. Like I want to be able to grow with them, and then when we're older, maybe they'll go on like family vacations with us and things like that. So I do not regret it, not one bit. We share names. I was born in autumn. How did you get the name? Love your channel. I'm a new follower. Hey, Autumn. I got the name Autumn because I was born in the fall too. So that is really cool. I was born in November. Advice for solo parenting. Hubs is leaving for a while, 2 weeks after baby is born. I hate that. I hate it when I hear parents having to leave their newborns. It's so hard. I would definitely say my biggest advice, this is not just like when you're solo parenting, but also just parenting in general, is stay ahead of yourself. I talked about this in a previous vlog, and try to like always stay one step ahead. Obviously you won't be like making lunch for a newborn, but like whenever I'm making Skylar's lunch before she wakes up from her nap, I go ahead and prep it. I make it before she's up, so that way that's like one thing I don't have to worry about doing. There's so many things that I try to do ahead of time, so I don't have to worry about. So just try to stay ahead of yourself with the newborn. But my biggest advice I can give you as a newborn mom is give yourself grace and just enjoy those times with your newborn, because they go by so fast. I know from experience. I cannot believe that I have a almost 3-month-old daughter who literally feels like I just gave birth to her last week. They go by so fast. So just soak in all that time that you have alone with your newborn and just enjoy it. How do you stay motivated for the gym? So I get to this point, like if I want something, I'm going to do it. And like this is one of those things. Like I want a transformation. I want to succeed. And so I'm setting my mind to it. As soon as I get done filming this video, I'm gonna go put my gym clothes on. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna take a shower, and then we're going to church tonight. So a lot on my plate, but it's something that I really, really, really want. So I'm going to set my mind to it. I'm that type of person. If I set my mind to something, then I really want to achieve it. Okay, last question, because my legs are going to sleep and this video is getting kind of long. Has your marriage grown stronger since having kids? If yes, how so? I would definitely say our marriage has grown stronger, but it's hard for me to say like yes or no, because we did get pregnant with Skylar 2 months into marriage. And so like we were only married 11 months before is that right? So pregnant 2 months in, so yeah. We've only not had kids for 11 months of our marriage. So I would definitely say though that the kids have really brought us together, because we have had to learn how to parent together and do things maybe that we wouldn't have done if we didn't have kids. So we get to communicate more and talk about our kids throughout the day, and I definitely think that it has changed our marriage and made us stronger. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and get to know me and my family a little bit better. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. I belong to you. I belong to you. Do just what you want.